Awesome. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Drawing for Exposure, a little variant on what you might be used to if you've joined us in the past. I'm your host, MidnightPremiere, and as I've got a little bit of a mobile setup today, I decided that I'm going to be playing around with this panel for this convention and kind of twist between two paths. So one, we've got Drawing for Exposure, where I, the starving artist, will do anything to get that sweet, sweet exposure. So shout me out on Twitter, on Instagram, tell your dog, tell your grandma that I need exposure to pay my rent. I'm a starving artist, I'll do anything for that. I'm going to be doing some drawing challenges today. They're gonna be timed, they're gonna be super simple, and I encourage you over there at home to draw along with me. I'm going to be asking questions through the Lunar Deck text in BABSCon chat. So if y'all are there, and you can tag me as well, I can see your messages and prompts better. I won't be able to view the Twitch chat, so definitely go onto the BABSCon site, Lunar Deck text. And I'll be asking for some different prompts this evening. And in addition, the second path that might be more unique for this panel is I'm going to be going through and giving some basic artist tips and tricks, some basic design choices and lessons that that I have learned a lot in different art classes that I don't think everyone quite knows. It's tough to put these kind of lessons into words. But I've had some really great art classes. I've been drawing for about 10 years consistently. I've been a staff artist and I've been vending at various conventions since 2015 now. So I've got some resources that I can share, and I'm really excited. So here's an extra thing that you at home can do, because I've got a lot of different variety experience. If you at home are thinking of maybe vending or, selling on Etsy, you want to know what Etsy is like, or you are just picking up a pencil, you've never touched one in your life, and you want to know how to get that sketch on paper. Maybe you want to know how to vary your art. Just poke me in the Lunar Deck text. I'll be keeping an eye on it, and you can help direct where my art tips go. I've got kind of a basis, but if you have any questions, you can definitely help me direct which directions we go throughout the tips section. So let's start off with a music challenge. This one is basically, normally I have YouTube, it's a lot smoother, but I downloaded all 64 songs from Ponies at Dawn Eclipse album. It's only $3. Go get this, you guys. But if you can, 66, 4 hours of content. So if y'all out there at home suggest 3 different numbers, feel free to poke me in the Lunar Deck text. Just give me 3 numbers, 1 through 66, and I will be choosing 3 songs. And y'all at home, I'm encouraging you to look this up on YouTube or pull it up on your album if you have it. Well, maybe like 1, 2, and 3. We're going to listen to each song in order. And if the song is 3 minutes, then we will have exactly 3 minutes to draw something. I've got my doodle pad here. We'll have exactly 3 minutes to draw anything. It has to be fast. It has to be quick. And the trick with this panel, this certain challenge especially, is that because of the time challenge, you are forcing yourself not to overthink. So no matter how experienced you are in art or inexperienced, no matter what you have at your disposal, if you've got pen and paper, digital tablet, a napkin, I encourage you to join along. So start suggesting songs, you guys, 1 through 66. And I'm gonna start going through the list. Let's see. 6, 47, 12, 10, 37, 59. All right, let me pick the first of those. 6, 10. Actually, I'll pick the first and last. 6, 10, 59, and 5. 6, 59, and 5. Let me write that down. Oh, got a little wonky mobile setup today. But it's going to be really fun because I can just walk around and stuff. All right, 6, 59, and 5. Cool. So if y'all at home want to go on YouTube, I'll read out which songs these are. 6 is Bonjour, featuring Jen Sino by Pony Music and I Blink 2 Apples. And then 59, Da 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 by Hoofy. And 5, Dormant by Scraton. So pull these up on YouTube if you would like to join me, or you know, if you want to pull up a different song. Basically, you can be as loose, as interpretive as you want. You can get as detailed, as messy as you like. This is just a warm-up. This is to loosen our jitters, basically. Get it out of there. So let's start with Bonjour. I'm gonna count it down. It's gonna be, I don't know, 2-3 minutes. How many minutes is this? 2 minutes and 57 seconds. You will have exactly that long to doodle on your napkin with whatever you have at your disposal. I have my super sophisticated Crayola markers today. Got glow gel pens. Snazzy. Are y'all ready for this? Bonjour, featuring Jen Sino. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. Okay, I've never heard these songs before, by the way. So this one's kind of a bop. Maybe something bouncy like Pinky. She's gonna have her eyes closed. It's also a twist because I'm doing traditional this time. Normally I do digital. Heck yeah. I love doing open mouth, closed eyes, just to get that like scrunchy, chibi, smushy face out. And I don't know what Pinkie Pie's hair looks like without a reference. I've got an idea. It's just poof, right? Can't go wrong with poof. And it's got those crazy random curl lines through it. Maybe she's got her party cannon. All right, so I've got the arm so far. And the trick with this is not to think too much about it, because your lines are going to be messy. You're going to be stressing yourself out. Oh no, this isn't perfect. No, this isn't perfect. Snap yourself out of it. You're going to draw some imperfect things, and that is wonderful because artists have to be quick to capture life. Life is always changing. You have to realize that imperfection is organic and wonderful. And what the heck does her tail look like? She's blowing up this party cannon, and she doesn't have any legs so far. I don't know where I'm gonna put her legs. She's probably kind of lying on top of the cannon. Let me add some color. I have pink. Oh geez, 46 seconds. Ah! The problem with traditional art and me is that my hands shake like all the time. Of course, there are jitters and stuff. They just shake all the time. I use stabilizer on my art programs. So, so this is just madness. Everything looks even crazier here. Let me use, gosh, no, I've got like 16 seconds. I really like this song. It's not in your face, but it's got that wild pony energy. Ooh, okay. Heck. All right. Also, if y'all have joined me tonight, I encourage you to draw along with me. And if you would like, if you can tweet at me or show me in the Discord channel, I would love to see your artworks. If you're in our Discord channel, the Horse and Around one, the link is liquidsalmon.com. Don't ask questions. I can link it after the panel, but you can share it in our artist alley and show off your beautiful creations. All right, so the second one was 59, It's going to be Da 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 by Hoofy. Let me type it in the chat. Da 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 by Hoofy. That's all I know about it. I've never listened to these songs before. They are surprise bops. Are you ready? 59, Da 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 by Hoofy. I don't know how long it is. So, pencils up. Ready? Oh, snap. Okay. Oh, we get 4 minutes this time. Nice. This one's got kind of a staccato energy. Vinyl, Octavia, cheese sandwich, Rarity, maybe Rarity. And she's going through her clothes in a flurry. Let me pay attention to the eyes. When you're doing challenges for yourself, sometimes it's fun to not just focus on the whole composition, but to focus on a small part. So I want to focus on the expression. So she is raging. Oh my goodness. I maybe went a little too hard on this one. Heck yeah. All right. She's got flames in her eyes. Actual cannibal, Rarity. Does she have a last name? Rarity Bell. Okay, maybe she's yelling at a stain. I feel like she would be a good barbarian in if she was a D&D character. Because her rages are just maybe a cleric, a war cleric. Oh crap, what does her hair look like? We have 2 minutes left. And I don't remember what her hair looks like. So it's kind of crazy swirly. But it's going to be emphasized by, I'm going to use a pillow as my reference. Okay. Pretend it's a stained piece of clothing. Oh, jeez. And then maybe I can focus on the magic around her. Sketches are super loose, super messy, and especially when you're timing yourself, it can seem very hectic. And honestly, that's a good thing. Never judge your art by how messy or clean your sketches are. Because some people are wilder, some people it's kind of a mood. That's a mood. For some people it depends on, you know, the type of sketch they're doing, if they're doing a character or landscape. 57 seconds. I like this. I love how this album is it's pony based. That's the hip word, isn't it? Based. It's pony based, but it's not obnoxious. You know, it's not just like, people were very clever when they made these songs. So you can listen to it anywhere, you can enjoy it. I can secretly show my family some of these songs, and they can say they've enjoyed it without knowing that, haha, I've introduced them to pony material. Works spectacularly well with younger cousins who don't want to have anything to do with the pony stuff. That's for kids. Shoot, 10 seconds. Okay. I've got this. I've got Rarity, and she's yelling at, I don't know, maybe a pillowcase or something, a stain. I'm enjoying it. I think the jitters are leaving me. And what was our last one? Our last one was, oh, did I write it down on the previous paper? How are y'all doing? I'm going to check your pieces after the panel. 5. Dormant by Scraton. This piece is 5 minutes and 16 seconds. Yes, we're going up, you guys. How's y'all's night going? Are you enjoying the weekend so far? And are y'all ready for this? I have proper artist pencils, but to be honest, since this is casual sketching, I'm just going with the trusty old mechanical here. Very sophisticated. Are y'all ready? This is Dormant by Scraton. 5 minutes and 16 seconds. 3, 2, 1, begin. Oh, it's got lyrics. Who sings this? All right, this is breezy, sparkly. It's a bop. Ooh. I really want to know the inspiration behind all of these songs because they're really cool and they're all varied. Like there's a swing, there are 2 swing pieces in here. I'll do a Twilight, I guess, sparkly. Maybe I'll do Sunset. I'll try her because I don't draw her often, so I don't know what she looks like. I know she's bacon. That's all that matters, right? So I want this to be more of a carefree piece, I guess. I really love seeing everyone's interpretations of different pieces because some people will take kind of the tone of the song, some people will bring it into character personalities or landscapes. Oh, happy with that mouth. That's what I have so far, just a face. I usually start with the face for most sketching, honestly. I don't know if it's different for y'all, but I find it easiest to kind of anchor the piece with the character's face, and then I attach the body bit by bit. Maybe I'll focus on the pose this time. So jelly bean body. Poof going kind of like this. Poof's coming down like so. Here's what I've got so far. Very rough. Look at how messy that is. How much time do I have? Oh, 3 minutes. 3 minutes, you guys. She doesn't have wings. Right? Oh, I thought she was a... I don't know why I knew she was a unicorn, but I put her in the air. So maybe she's forgotten that she's airborne and does not have wings. I wonder if ponies would ever be in that position. I feel like as horse, as my horsona, ponysona, I would forget that I had wings pretty constantly. Usually I wake up in the morning and just kind of forget my my abilities. Oh, I can walk, right? That's a really nice chair. What do I do with it again? Oh yeah, let's sit. So it might be a little worse. Maybe the stakes are a little higher when a pony is they find themselves in the air and realize that they can't actually fly. So this is I'm gonna call this piece Seconds Before Disaster. And she's in the air. Oh, look at those sketch lines, nice. She's in the air somehow. She was propelled up and she's enjoying the feeling of flight. And a few seconds later, she's gonna be like, oh, whoops. I may have overlooked this small concerning issue. She's just got rarity here, doesn't she? I don't think I have enough time for color got a minute. I'll try a messy brush. Oh no. I'll just add it to this side of the body. Also, if you post your art pieces in the Lunar deck, I could probably see them a lot easier and quicker because that's the one I have pulled up right now. Oh, sweet. This minute has lasted quite a while. Can make messy hair. I don't want to focus on the eyes. I will take way too much time there. I think it's almost over though. 5 seconds. Okay. And time. Pencils down. This is what I've got. Super sketchy. Very rough. And perfect. When you are practicing various types of sketching, a lot of it will be timed art because, like I said, life is always changing. If you go to a live drawing studio where people are literally posing, they will give you timed poses. So they will say, all right, I'm going to do 5 sets of 30 seconds. I'm going to hold this pose for 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds to get as much of my form in as you can. And they'll go up to, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But it's all about being ready to seek that form in a figure. And so I'm going to look at the chat first, and then I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks real quick. Holy crap! Allie, that's so cute. 20. Oh, Pixel, wow. Tasky, this is gorgeous. You drew Miku Pon because it sounded like Miku. Oh, Sax, wow, you guys are fast. Marv. Marv, I love that nose. Oh my gosh, Allie, Pixel, wow. Heckin' exposure bucks. So if y'all are familiar with this panel, Wing, our dear Wing, is usually in charge of handing out exposure bucks. So I'll have to contact him and see if he can make y'all rich. So real quick, welcome to the artist world. No matter what part, no matter how used to art you are, no matter how much you've picked up that pencil and drawn ponies or landscapes or people, there's always something new to learn, and there are always basics to remember. So I have 3 house rules for being an artist. I'm just going to be doing kind of a shallow bit of information here and there. And again, if y'all have questions, feel free to tag me and I can go into some more depth. But the first one, tools do not the artist make. So that means basically, no matter what kind of tools you have, it will not make you the artist that you are growing into. So if you want to pick up art and you say, all right, I kind of enjoy, creating things. I want to translate what's in my head onto paper. The trick is not to go out and spend $2,000 on the fanciest tablet or buy that $100 art set. That's a huge investment and it will overwhelm you with tools. And you'll learn because there's plenty of stuff to learn with tools, but it's like you don't have the foundation when you are building the house. If you learn the shapes, the forms, you start off with, pencil and paper. You start learning the basics of how things relate to each other. That is incredibly important, and it will speed up your later processes. Once you start learning the tools, everything comes easily. So instead of, going straight to that crazy tablet, getting Adobe, and now suddenly you have to learn what multiply is, how layering works, how grouping works, how overlays work. Now you're trying to learn 50 things at once and you don't know basic anatomy. It's really important to try and draw the simplest things and learn shapes. I mean, YouTube videos are free resources for you to look at. Your friends, the community, we've got so many resources that can help you get started, get a kickstart, and even, you know, pick up some tips that are great for you to remember at any stage in your artistic lifespan. So, second one, make a heckin' mess. It does not matter how sketchy your pieces are, how messy, how clean your lines are. You are learning, and look at this. You are interpreting things. So your lines don't have to be clean and crisp. You can learn different stages of line art, but that does not make your art better. Those are styles. If you make very loose sketches, if you make very clean ones, if you go over it twice, if you do it traditionally and it's very, you know, it's very sketchy, or it's very, it's got messy shading, or it's got smudge shade or something. Those are styles. Those are not levels of how good you are. The third one is spend your seconds with care. Do not put all of your eggs, do not put all of your eggs in one basket, okay? Because it will stink, they will go rotten. Well, they won't, I'm just kidding. But you do not want to go and think, okay, I'm going to get better at art. So by doing so, I'm going to draw pony chibis again and again and again and again. And the more I create, the better I get. And I'm just going to keep going, and I'm going to keep going, and I have to create more and more and more. And you start working and focusing on quantity over quality. Now, doing things in repetition is helpful. However, staring at a cloud in the sky, looking at how shapes work, those most basic tools, analyzing things, looking at other pieces, taking breaks for your mental health, for your just to get out of that mindset, those are more valuable than you realize. If you spend day after day drawing and drawing and drawing the same thing, you put horse blinders on. Yes, horse blinders. You start to see only what you are drawing, and it's like you start seeing the forest instead of the trees. You don't back up and say, oh, maybe I want to experiment with this thing because I've been drawing my line art, you know, in this certain way for a style. Maybe I want to play with line thickness. I want to play with color. If you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, you don't get better. You stagnate. That's how you stagnate, is that you don't vary your art. And these are the house rules. So I'm going to be going over some shape and form after this next bit. But for now, who wants to build a body with me? Let's Frankenstein a body. So for our next challenge, I've divided my paper into 3 sections, and I encourage you to do the same. And I will be asking for prompts for characters. So in the Lunar Deck chat, if you can enter some characters, just your favorite pony, your least favorite pony, a challenging pony, doesn't matter, throw them at me. And I'm just gonna doodle. I'm gonna draw the head of one character, the body of the other, and the leggies of the third. And we are going to Frankenstein a beautiful creation together. I'm going to be playing this twice, so give me some characters, y'all. Let me write them down. Derpy. Shrek? Heck yes. All right, let's write them down. Derp. I'll do head. Shrek for body. And Pinkie Pie for the leggies. And for part 2, fresh coat. Oh gosh, she's got a cool hat with paint stains. That's all I remember. Fresh coat for top. Turnip truck. Sure. Turnip. Is that a character? Turnip truck. I'm going to creatively interpret that for body. And one more. Tracer from Overwatch as the leggies. Okay, that's cool. She's got cool leggies. I love her, what are those called? Leggings? All right, so this game divide your canvas into 3 sections, and honestly, you can interpret this however you want. If you want to change up the characters, if you don't know the characters, if you want to interpret them differently, feel free. I'm going to be drawing for my first one Derpy, Shrek, and Pinkie Pie to Frankenstein a body, one body together. So this will be interesting. Let's put a timer on it. Maybe we can do sections of 5 minutes, or maybe whenever the song changes. Oh gosh. All right, I'm gonna start playing songs. I'm gonna tell you how long it takes, and then I'll tell you when to switch. I'll say, all right, next song. So you got to go to the next quadrant. Are you ready? For the first one, the first song, I would like to start off with a beautiful one that is has a solo by my friend Saxophone. This is What It's Like, featuring Envia, Sun, Saxophone, and the Music Reborn. And y'all don't have to YouTube these if you don't want to. You can play your own songs. I'm just gonna say this one is 4 minutes and 30 seconds. As soon as it's done, we move on to the next. Maybe I'll end it early. Yeah, maybe I'll spice things up. All right, are y'all ready? Let's see, Derpy. Gray and yellow, cool. I'm gonna stop playing in 3, 2, 1, begin. Hopefully y'all can, hopefully the music isn't too distorted. If it's causing a problem, please let me know, but I think it's background enough right now. I'm just gonna do straight marker because, you know, YOLO. I'm so hip. She's got yellow hair, and I'm gonna give her some wide, curious eyes. Another thing that artists tend to do, or at least I do when I'm generalizing, is I make those the expressions that I'm drawing. What color eyes does she have? So if you see someone with a sketch pad out in public and they are like, you know, making some freaky faces, do please forgive them. Don't judge them. Yes. All right, I forget. This is going to be just the head, and I drew it way too small. My art teacher would always yell at us to fill up the whole canvas with our piece. If we were doing a single piece on a page, it had to fill it up. She said, know your space and use it. And I am failing that right now. She's gonna have a really long neck, but she's curious, guys, okay? Heck yeah. She has wings. So I'll add some, oh. That's not a wing. But it is now. I can't go back. I've committed. Well, that's another thing. When y'all are sketching, one of the more awkward tips is that as an artist, you have to have commitment issues, basically. It's maybe one of the fewer scenarios in which it is encouraged and totally okay to have commitment issues, because when you're sketching, you want to have a ton of little lines going like this. So if I was drawing this in pencil, it would be just as messy, because your mind is still translating things. And if you went in with just one solid line, you have committed that onto the canvas. You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. And it makes it very hard to finish the translation in your head, because suddenly you've set something in stone. You've set something in motion and you can no longer put it out of motion. And with that, let's switch to the next song. We're gonna do Shrek. And this song is Lunar Eclipse 3 by Frozen Night and Prince Whatever. It is 7 minutes, so I'm definitely going to end this early at some point. We're gonna draw Shrek's body. He's gonna have a slim waist. Maybe I'm trying to remember how he appears in those SFM parodies. He's got a vest. Oh, it was Shrek's anniversary recently, and I didn't do anything for it. Oh, shoot, I've got to draw the whole body though. He's got kind of a little belly, and it's gonna get a little wider at the base. He's quite voluptuous, some would say, and he's got references. He's got references. All right, I'm gonna use myself as a reference real quick. Oh my gosh, this is the most depressing song, and I'm drawing Shrek to it. Are you kidding? I guess it's appropriate. Shrek's got kids. He's a dad. Life is hard. He's got to put up with, was it 4 crazy youngins and a donkey? Donkey babies? Heck, oh my gosh. I dig this. All right, so hand is gonna come out like this. I don't know what Shrek is wearing, so it's gonna be sexy. I mean, it's gonna be beautiful. It's going to be artistic. Let's add some green marker. And no, his vest is brown. Oh, I'm a dingus. Where's my brown? Is this brown? This is black. Okay. Oh, life is hard, you guys. So he's got no sleeves. But I think that's okay because, you know, sometimes you just gotta let it loose. You gotta enjoy. That's what I've got so far. Gotta enjoy what you get, you know? Let's see. You should have done the Shrek part digitally because layers. Oh my gosh. Is that sax? Can I fire you? Can I hire you for something and then fire you? I don't know what the other hand is going to be, so I'm gonna do that middle school trick where it is behind the back. I don't know if y'all ever did that. You would learn how to draw the body in a certain way, and then you would just draw a million variations of that one body. Let me add some gel pen because he's gorgeous. And some shading, very basic because I'm kind of scared, but I want to do something for old Shreky boy. So this is quite a character. This is not Shrek anymore. Let's go to the next one. Are we ready? It's gonna be Pinkie Pie's legs on the bottom. And our next song is Took featuring Koa by Poloris. And it is 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Ah! Okay, so it's just gonna be legs. Shouldn't be too hard, right? Oh geez, let's go. Oh, I've got this like tiny pink gel pen. Let's finish off strong, shall we? It'll taper off into a skirt. I'm doing a skirt, I guess. Cool. Shout out to Ponies at Dawn, by the way. This entire album, 66 songs. It's, what did I say? 3 hours, 4 hours? It was $3 on the iTunes store. I'm in awe. And it's all really good music too. I was listening to a few. I had to, I may have consumed an entire thing of Bang this morning for breakfast, but for after breakfast. And so I needed to dance the jitters out. So I think I learned several lessons this day, but one of them is definitely to recommend Ponies at Dawn. They got that sweet swing. Pinkie Pie's got a tail. Yes, I think. And I'm gonna draw a, what does she do? A cupcake. Because Derpy's there. And as soon as I finish this, I'm gonna call it. So draw fast, you guys. What does a cupcake look like? I just drew a muffin. I'll put a candle in it or something. Oh geez. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Pencils down. So we've got Derpy at the top, followed closely by Shrek, and finished off with Pinkie Pie and her leggies. This is horrific, and I'm going to burn this page later, but I hope you enjoy. I want to see y'all's creations too. And got one more. So let me open this real quick so I can turn on some tunes. Oh, that's Turnip Truck. Oh, okay. Okay. I will not remember that. I know that there's a hat now. Somebody once told me, oh gosh, it's a ponion. It's got layers. Scanning now. Heck yeah. Thank you for the requests, y'all. All right, the next one. It's going to be a little bit harder because Fresh Coat, Turnip Truck, and Tracer, I have not seen them or drawn them for prolonged lengths of time. So we're just going to be writing on the cuff of our sleeve. And starting off with And in Darkness May She Reign by Tripon. It is 7 minutes and 30 seconds, but of course, I ain't letting y'all finish with 7 minutes. We gonna do this fast. If y'all don't know these characters, feel free to interpret because that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing. Or choose your own favorite pony. Completely up to you. Are y'all ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh. Whoa, there we go. Oh, heck yeah, I love atmospheric pieces of music. I'm gonna use just a simple pencil. Fresh Coat. I'm definitely trying to stall here. I started drawing the circle cut into the line, so how do ponies wear hats? What does a hat look like? I don't have a hat. There's a brim. I'm pretty sure she wears it backwards, but it's too late now. She's going to be making a sneaky face. Oh gosh, that's maybe too sneaky. She's just evil. Like, she's cooking something up. What does her hair look like? She's got a ponytail, right? Oh, I get it. So she'll have paint splatters. That's all I really remember. And a cap has some parts to it. Also, if y'all have questions about anything art related, Etsy, selling, Anything that you would like to know more about, feel free to tag me in the questions in the lunar deck. Need something bright. I'll do a blue gel pen. She's a horse with a mission. And she has fire in her veins. And she's very cute. Big eyes. Because I guess the bigger you draw their pupils, the cuter they look. Is that a rule? Is that universal? All right, I'm gonna expand these pupils as large as I can possibly make them. I don't know if it if it adds anything to it when she's making an angry face, but I try. Oh geez, this is what I have so far. I'm gonna end it in 30 seconds, let's say. And then we'll move on to Turnip Truck. And I have already forgotten. I think he's got a buck tooth and a hat, which are not present in the body. So I have no idea what his body looks like. All right. Snap. Next song. Next song, you guys. It's Go With Me by Never Last Standing. It is 4 minutes long. We're drawing Turnip Truck. Let's go. Speed round, speed round. Don't think about it. Don't think, just draw. Nothing is perfect. Art is suffering, but also change in a good way. What does a truck look like? There's a front grille and headlights. Oh, this definitely sounds like a Miku. Have y'all been excited by the Miku, what is it, the Nendoroid? I've been seeing that all over Twitter. It is complete madness. And I know nothing about Miku, Hatsune Miku, or I haven't seen her content at least. But I think I'm excited just to see the community's, you know, that outburst of art when people get excited by something, and so it sort of spikes everyone into this wonderful frenzy of new art and new creation, inspiration, you know. I maybe drew this too high. We're going with it. I think I've got a sauced right here. Something like this. Oh, turnips. Oh, crap, turnips. Okay, I'll give us 20 seconds. I really don't know what turnips look like. Except that they are a fantastic way to earn money in Animal Crossing. All right, I'm gonna color these pink. Oh, pink, okay. Turnips are pink, are they? Okay, switch. It's kind of hot in here. All right, Tracer's leggies. Tracer from Overwatch. She is the British lady who goes, cheers, lads, the company's here, or something. And there was a controversy about, I don't know, they were drawing her booty too big or something. The next song is Ikigai. It is 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Let's finish strong. Water. Ooh, nice. Noise. I just realized that I have no idea what Tracer's legs actually look like. So I'm going to draw just human legs, I guess, on top of this truck. I wonder if I brought these to a convention and donated them to a charity auction or something, would people be interested? Because I'm kind of frightened by these finished pieces. anytime I do cursed art, I forget that I've done it. I lock it away in a sketchbook somewhere and I come back to it when I least expect it. So I'm caught in a state of absolute confusion. Oh no, I gotta draw feet. Life is hard. Tracer has just skinny lady legs. So if y'all are unfamiliar with her, you can just draw some lady legs. This is what I'm going with. They're a little, I guess a little thicker for Tracer's proportions, but they are pretty normal for human proportions. Maybe a little muscly, but nobody's too muscly at any point, you know what I'm saying? You can get very buff in my art. I like drawing crazy muscles and stupid things like that. So she's got orange, got an orange pen here. Oh jeez. Oh yeah, this is a bright orange. To kind of add to that tip about not worrying about the expense of your tools, because of course it's always cool to have a you know, good quality program or something. And if y'all are interested in different programs or tools, feel free to ask me in depth, either now or after the panel or anything. But for different just creative endeavors, I have found just as much, if not more, joy with Mr. Sketch markers. With, I don't even know where I got these, at some dollar store maybe. They have great ink. I use, for my art program, I use Fire Alpaca, which is a free program. It's similar to Paint Tool Sci. Originally, it was because that was the only thing that worked on my Mac. But even after I moved to a PC, I still went back and forth with Fire Alpaca. I still use it. Most of my digital drawings are done with that free program. Super recommend. I'm gonna use a highlighter. We have 30 seconds, but I'm gonna cut it in 10. How's that? We will suffer together, my friends. All right. Oops, you spent 20 seconds. So for this piece, this very sophisticated, glorious piece, we have Fresh Coat. And oh, I forgot her paint splotches. Hold on. I'm cheating, I know. She's got I don't know, she spilled cheese on her hat, I guess. Followed by the body of Turnip Truck, or you know, a turnip truck, with the leggies of Tracer from Overwatch. Thank you for these suggestions. They are quite horrifying. I hope you know this. I have to sleep with this knowledge every night of the stuff that we do. It's quite alarming. Let me put on some nice Skyrim to calm my nerves after seeing Shrek and drawing. Oh my gosh. Oh, Pixel, you added Shrek's ears. Oh, that's so cool. Sax, yes. Heck, these are amazing. Thank you guys. Behold, your latest homebrew creation. Derpy Shrek Punk. Oh my goodness. These are incredible. It's horrible. I'll be sharing these on Twitter afterwards. Also, if y'all tag me with your creations on Twitter, I'll retweet them. I'll do my best to give y'all exposure as well. I know that all of us starving artists will do everything in our power to get that exposure because it pays our rent and buys us food, right? So now for our next artist tip, we've got two basic things that all art kind of narrows down to, and everything that I and other, you know, everyone should look for when they are sketching something, whether it is pony or, you know, a still life or something. And that is shape and form and proportion or comparison. So shape, for those of you who are honestly anywhere online, you've probably seen the shaded circle. And that's kind of where it begins. Let me grab my eggs. So, oh, I cracked one. Oops. So basically, when you are sketching something, the idea is not just to start off drawing a circle where you see a circle. The idea is to see the circle and translate it into a 3D object. So when you are translating a pony head, when you're translating an egg, you are looking to realize that this is not just a kind of weird circle. This is something that is balancing light and shadow. So based on the light source, this might be a little whitewashed. Let's move it back here. So our light source is over this way. Light rebounds against any sort of object and creates a shadow that also kind of reflects. Let me see if I can. Oh, there we go. It reflects. So if you can even, usually when I'm doodling, I will play around with just objects around me. It's always fun to find some real reference, not just, you know, something online, but to actually reference it, something in the physical world that you can kind of move around and play with. You can experiment, see how shadows move onto a surface and how they reflect and respond. So how does this relate to pony? Well, something like shadow, for example, reflects onto a surface differently, depending on how close it is to the object. So if you have a pony, its hoof is going like this. If you look at the crook of the arm, there's a deep, heavy shadow. That is because these objects, the skin is right next to each other. And so it forms a bolder, darker shadow. Same with the shadow under the sleeve here. So when ponies' legs or their neck or you know, their tail, when you are working on shading, always be aware of kind of the distance between one object to another and the relationship. If you're looking at art pieces from really anyone, go on Twitter, go on DeviantArt, look at, you know, how people draw ponies. It usually grasps onto the same concept. So things like legs will have darker, heavier shadows, whereas things like hair or the sleeve, for example, you see how the sleeve is farther away from the skin in this area? The shadow changes, it becomes fuzzier and lighter the farther away it is from the body. So when people draw pony hair, you might notice that the hair is drawn lighter and fuzzier. You use more airbrush or smudging techniques than if you were just to draw like the side of a, you know, a hoof against a hoof, because these objects are closer together. They emanate a darker, harsher shadow. Another quick tip that I've seen a lot of people not recognize is the formation of shapes in every object. Now, I'm not going to go into the crazy, you know, full art lessons here, but if you were to draw a circle in any capacity, so if you're drawing your pony holding a mug of coffee, of cocoa, if you're drawing an umbrella, if you were drawing this light right here, you might notice that no matter what angle it's facing you, it's always going to be an oval or circular shape. There is no way it's going to taper off or get pointy. If you look at this, it's a nice little circle oval thing. I've seen a lot of people interpret. Let me grab my notebook. They will just look at something and they don't break it down into shapes. You should break it down into shapes. Everything. Maybe you're looking at a cup and you're thinking, well, this lip of the cup looks closer and kind of, you know, narrower, and then the top looks farther away. So I'm going to do this. No, don't do that. It doesn't matter how the cup is angled, even if it's like that. It's always going to be a perfect, gorgeous little oval of some kind. That's plotting it out. There we go. It's always going to be an oval, and especially in shorter shapes like this, this is pretty nice mug for comparison because it doesn't get skinnier at the end, but it's just a cylindrical object. Same with this empty can of Bang here. It is made up of 2 circles that are going to actually look the exact same and connected by 2 lines. So a lot of people aren't told to break everything down into minuscule shapes. We've got, if we were drawing that mug, we've got this shape, and if you were drawing this digitally, you could literally take this oval, copy and paste it, and move it down here, like that. And now you just take the ends, the farthest end of each side. Oh, this is super sloppy, but bear with me. You connect them, and now you've got a mug. If you want to make the, if you want to add perspective to it. So if this was extremely long, the bang cup started here and ended over here, it would get smaller, but the shape and angle would be the same. So you could again just copy and paste that circle. So you've got the one circle, copy and paste it and shrink it down like this, connect the ends, and voila. So obviously you can look more into this as you learn perspective or distance and shadowing and foreshadowing and all that good stuff. But that's kind of the basis. That's just a little tip that I've seen a lot of people not realize, because it's a really easy little thing to grasp. But people aren't told that. The second thing is comparison. So when people are looking, if you wonder how people are able to draw a pony or something, you know, if people are drawing this pencil, what I'm doing when I'm looking at this and seeking reference, I'm not saying, okay, there's a line here and it goes all the way over here, and at some point I'm going to need to add this extra line over here. I am noticing the shapes. So it's very long, yes. It's pretty straightforward. It's parallel, 2 parallel lines. And let's see, midway down would be about right here. So a little up. You can mark the midway on your sketch. You add sort of, you basically compare the distance from something to something else. So you are cutting something in half. This, the line of this thing, you don't just, you know, kind of gauge it out. You mentally go, all right, halfway is here. So it'd be a little less than half. There's this thing as well, that's still a little less than half. You kind of compare everything to something else. So when you are drawing ponies, maybe the characters, if it's a dude character, they've got a big chest in relation to a little butt, and you are drawing them as, actually, I think I can steal this. All right, so I've drawn a pony here, and if you're looking at analyzing other people's art, you might realize, all right, this is just shapes, yeah? Circle, circle, circle. That's what I do. When I'm doodling, when I'm sketching things, I'm gonna actually use a red pencil. Sorry, horse. You're red now. This is how I start. So I always tend to start with the head. I'll just do a really rough circle, and then I kind of attach everything there downward. So neck, maybe if I want her leaning forward, I have the neck forward a little bit. But her body always ends up as a kind of a jelly bean. If she's, you know, or if any character really has a longer body, I draw 2 circles and I connect them like a jelly bean. Look at that. He's a little jelly bean. And you always kind of narrow things down into shapes. And of course, there are layers and layers to it. But as an artist, you gotta learn how to walk before you can run. If you jump into this thing, all right, I gotta come up with a, you know, a piece with 100 characters, and I don't know where to start, so I'm just gonna go line by line. It's gonna take you a long time. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. I spent many weeks working on a piece for BronyCon 2015, in which I had a grasp of pony characters, but I wanted to just throw in as many characters as I could. I didn't know the right canvas size to use. I didn't know the right tools, the right foundation. It took me weeks, and I was not happy with the finished result because I wasn't taking the time to break things down into shapes and how they relate to each other. So if y'all would like more tips on that later on, let me know, where there are some really good resources online. Let me look at chat real quick. How are y'all doing? Ponies with jelly beans. Ponies are just jelly beans with heads. Yes, beans are very important as well. Thank you, Twitch watchers. Heck yeah. Oh, thank you for the Markiplier gift. That was your first BronyCon. It was mine too. I had a great time. It was really fun. So yeah, basically, sketching is breaking things down into shapes and relating them to each other. So first, you got to learn the basic shape and the basic form with shadow. And it may seem very elementary, but this is actually kind of fun, honestly. You know, when you play a video game for too long, I've done this with Skyrim many times, and then when you go into the real world, you've got that mindset in Skyrim where suddenly you're like, crouch. Okay, I'm gonna model around. I'm hearing music in my head. Ooh, I've got the moon in the sky. A dragon's gonna come down. You're picking up some of that mindset. After you start noticing forms, you can apply this. See, the egg is very simple, but you can apply it to more complex shapes. So how about this circle? It's got texture, it's got fuzz. The light reflects differently. Once you get a hang of a circle, of a sphere, it becomes pretty simple. You can start translating that into something like this. Look, it's translucent, so the light comes from here, goes through the back, and it's reflecting inside the beach ball. Look at this heckin' watermelon, my dudes. It's got texture, but it's super easy once you get the basics down, because you've got the light reflecting, you've got the darker shadow here where it touches the surface. And then you just go in and say like, all right, halfway down, there's a stripe like this. And then you divide this section into halves. There's another stripe. You divide this section, there's another stripe in the middle, half here, half here. It becomes a game of problem solving. And yes, I did do this just to have an excuse to show a watermelon on stream. Thank you. For our last game, let's build a composition, shall we? So I'm gonna get a new page in my sketchbook. And y'all are going to be able to just give me ideas, prompts, characters, and kind of help me brainstorm, basically. So what's really cool about My Little Pony is that they give you an idea of the show, but they leave it vague enough that you can expand upon that very easily. So when you see pictures of, you know, of Ponyville, and, you know, you see the flower shop, it's basically just a very simple building with, you know, some flowers. They can't animate some crazy grandiose composition, right, for each building, but they give you kind of the idea. But it's really fun to expand upon that. And the cool thing about being an artist is you can just make reality whatever the heck you want, as long as you are as long as you have a tool. It's a weapon. It's a weapon. You'll do so much with just this Crayola washable marker. It's amazing. So let's draw maybe something, just someone give me a character, just any character, preferably someone we know something about, like Twilight Sparkle. Because in the show, it tells you that Twilight is a horse who likes books. She has a great character arc. She's got a lot of things, a lot of little personality quirks, traits, but they also leave it vague enough. They don't show you every room in her house. They don't show you, you know, they don't give you the tiniest little quirks. Maybe she's maybe she stammers when she's in public. Maybe she daydreams a lot about the books that she's reading and the fantasy characters. Maybe she's got a crush on Soldier 76 from Overwatch or Shrek. Glimmer and Trixie. Okay. All right, cool. Let's do that. Actually, let me look up a reference maybe, because I don't know what they look like offhand. Maybe I'll start with Trixie because she's a really good open character. So let's think about Trixie then. The fun part when you're creating a piece, if y'all have seen some of the fan art out there of Celestia's throne room or her bedroom, was one I saw recently. And it's incredible because people take the idea of Celestia and she is royalty. And I don't think you've ever seen her room in the show, or if you have, it's greatly simplified because it's just an animated cartoon. So they can't afford to fill it up with stuff. But think about it. Her room is a personality in itself. So when you think about Celestia, maybe she's got, framed letters of Twilights. Maybe she's got, different memorabilia from her parents, from her friends. Maybe she went to, a magic college a while ago and she's still got her diploma up on the wall. Something like that, depending on whatever you want, really. If you want to characterize any character, your own OCs, a character from the show, that's the advantage of art, is you can just warp reality. Make it yours. So let's see. Trixie has a horn that doesn't show under her hat. Awkwardly. Let me put this in the Lunar Deck text. All right. So for this composition, what would she be doing? What's special about Trixie? Maybe she's in her cart. I don't know what the inside of her cart looks like. Maybe she's just walking along the road. Where would she be walking to? When you are drawing just a piece for fun, it's really easy to lay down, like smiling Twilight or something. But when you're trying to level up your art, it's a lot of fun to start adding I realize this when I'm doodling stuff. Sometimes it'll hit me in the middle of a drawing, like, oh, this is nice, but add a little bit of spice. It could be spicier. You could add more dimension. You could give Twilight something to hold. Maybe she's why is she happy? Why is she smiling? Is she thinking about her friends? Is she, daydreaming about Shrek? What would be happening in that world? And you can kind of level up your art by adding things that don't exist that you want to make exist. She's decorating her cart for Pride Month. Oh, she's walking to her next performance. Heck yeah. Let's do maybe like a hillside. We can draw her cart in the distance very lightly because I don't know what it looks like, unless one of y'all want to throw a reference in chat. So Trixie, and y'all feel free to draw along. This is just going to be a kind of chill, we're doodling a road to somewhere, road to our next performance. So feel free to interpret this any way you wish. Trixie, maybe if we're wanting Trixie to feel, is she scared? Is she intimidated? Is she confident? That kind of adjusts the piece. Like, what if I drew her small here and she's kind of looking up the road and there's a huge stage set up for her? The way that this is framed with her kind of small and she's looking up, it changes the feeling of the piece. So, in this camera angle, if I was to draw a character doing this is more of an intimidating, I'm in charge sort of composition because I'm looking down at you. If it was like, character looking up and they were small and dwarfed in comparison to their enemy or to something they are scared by, it really sets a tone just by how you move things around. So it's really fun to kind of brainstorm and think about this as you're sketching or before you sketch, some people will do thumbnail sketches if they want to do some like big piece. They'll start off by adding elements that they want. Like I want Trixie, I want the road, and I want her stage. She has 10 bags of roasted nuts. Heck yes. She's very hungry. Performers have to use a lot of energy, so they need to add, they need to budget for that on their grocery list. I would know, I have 38 cans of beans at home. It's a problem. So we've got Trixie, and she's hungry. Maybe she's confident. She's nomming those roasted nuts. Got any shots of the interior? She's got heckin' nerves. Hence the nuts. Oh, okay. So she does have nerves. So maybe we can draw something where she's wide-eyed and nervous. There's this cool tip about drawing a mask for the face. I haven't used it too much, but basically where you know, a raccoon mask, you can draw along. So here's a mask, for example. This is a really cool way to help you play around with the eyes and the eyebrows and to add expression into a piece. And those sweet wrinkles, sweet brow wrinkles. And that's honestly, any sort of tips and tricks are really great to experiment with, no matter how much you've drawn or how little, because some people draw differently than use different techniques that others have never heard of, and it's always great to interpret those and see how it affects your drawing style and changes it. Maybe she's kind of she's like nervous-sided, so she's thinking about her performance. She's got that nervous smile. Or maybe she's got, no, she's eating. She's eating. Look, I got this cheap eraser. And for sketchbooks, if y'all are looking into buying sketchbooks or anything like that, you don't know where to begin. You can honestly, any sort of paper. This one's super thin. This is a very basic sketch pad. And it's super thin, so it's not something that's gonna last you 100 years, but it's something that's really easy to just, if you have quick ideas, you wanna do sketches that are fast, it's easier to mentally let your brainstorm ideas flow on this kind of paper versus, you know, thick, heavy Bristol or something. Because you don't have to worry about making a mess. What does a roasted nut look like? Just a peanut, I guess. All right, I don't know what a peanut looks like. I know a jelly bean. How can I not draw a peanut? It's got a, oh yeah, I drew Mr. Peanut recently, or Baby Peanut, or whatever it was. I should know these things. Right, so far we've got this. She's eating roasted nuts. Does this happen in the show? Oh, thank you, Null Force. Okay, so maybe she's got her hat off, because honestly, if I was, you know, getting ready to perform, if I was actually, yeah, today I was getting ready to perform in my lazy casual clothes, not this. I had, you know, sweatpants and just, you know, stuff I threw on, pajamas basically. So she wouldn't be wearing her hat when she's getting ready. That's kind of the, you know, tighter outfit. she's just chillaxing right now. And eating roasted peanuts. Is this in the show? Does she like roasted peanuts in the show, or is this just like an element of chaos? I admittedly have not finished the season yet. I need to. I don't know why I didn't. I think it was conventions, because that was when conventions were still a thing, right? In person. Or maybe her robes. No, it would be cool to do kind of an after image of robes falling around the body, like she's maybe a little sweaty. It's not as stiff. The collar's not stiff. It's like it's grown soft. More wrinkles in the clothes now. Hat maybe saggy. Not comically so, but just to show that she's completed her show and everything. So maybe she's got a her trusty hat by her side. Such a strange little hat. So cute. All right, so just, I don't know, simple. Whoop. It's very light. I should add some color. Ink is committing, typically, when you're drawing. If you are not super satisfied with a sketch and you're planning to finish it to completion, like you want it to be a big piece, but you're not happy with a sketch, I highly recommend, seeking critiques and stuff to try and basically, or sleeping on it, doing everything in your power to not just shortchange yourself on that, something that seems off, because I've done that several times. And whenever my final piece is committed to and finished, I'll look back at it and say, oh, shoot. Of course, her leg was off, and now I've lined it. I've lined and colored it, and I'm not happy with it. So now it's going to be it's going to take a lot longer to go back and finish that off. We've got about 5 minutes. It's from All Bottled Up. Oh, so it is a thing. Oh, that's so cool. I love adding random little quirks to the characters. And I really appreciate when shows take the time to do that and not just stereotype and go like, oh yeah, she's the quiet one. She's the book one. They go back and give reasons. And I find a lot of fun character building exercises. Or when you take a character, it could be, an existing My Little Pony character. It could be, it could be yourself. If you want an exercise, just go to your own room and look around the house and go, oh, hey, this is my room, and it reflects parts of my personality. It reflects, I've got photographs of my friends because I really treasure them. I've got books that I really like, or books that I grew up with that are dear to me, stuff like that. And it helps you, like I said, analyzing. Oh, she's got a horn. Oh, shoot. Analyzing really helps you decide how to build a character and how to make really great pieces. So I'm going to have to stop there because I think I'm off in a few minutes. But I hope you all enjoyed this. If y'all want any sort of in-depth tips or something, just let me know if you're interested. Because I have to do something with these eggs. I hard-boiled 5 of them, and I'm kind of at a loss now because I didn't plan this far. And I don't know if they're gonna, I'm gonna be a mother. I know they're hard-boiled, but anything can happen, right? Oh, that's a really good face, Sax. Heck yeah. Peanut butter crackers, to be specific. Oh, okay. You didn't watch it because you didn't want it to end. Yeah, honestly, the show is very dear to me. You'll give all your exposure bucks if you try eating an egg? Sure. Raw? I'm just kidding, they're hard-boiled. Thank you all for joining. If y'all are interested in following our exploits, follow my Twitter, I guess is the easiest way to find our shenanigans. I can post the Discord channel. I've got a Discord channel with a bunch of peeps. Normally I have like 5 to 10 other people on this panel. And it's a huge shenanigan fest. The Dootz Crew, and they are all present on the Horse and Around server. So if y'all are interested, you can go to Twitter at MidPrem, MidPrem, or I'm vending. Oh, you guys, I'm vending. Here's a secret. If you go to Etsy, or you can type in midprem.com, I have a coupon code. It's very secret. I've only revealed it to maybe 4 people so far. You can get a discount if you enter the coupon code COCOA, COCOA, like hot cocoa. And you can get a discount on anything in my shop. So if y'all are interested, I've got a lot of new stuff on my Etsy, and I just ran out of some pillows. And so I'm selling out of a few things. If y'all are interested, go check that out. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all had a good time. I had a really nice time hanging out here. I'm gonna eat this egg, I guess. I Twitch stream. So if y'all like seeing people talk at you or doodle, normally I have a computer. I look like a pro gamer. I sit down and I draw stuff based on what my Twitch fam wants to see. It's a lot of fun and sometimes less stressful. I won't pressure you to do 5-minute challenges all the time. You can make me do them more often. So have a great evening. Thank you all so much for joining. I'm really glad that this setup worked. Oh my gosh, these are beautiful. The trans flag. Oh, happy Pride Month, everybody. That's coming up, right? That's June. Oh, wow. Nitamai. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes. Yes. It adds so much character to see when you take something and you're like, all right, how's the stage built then? How would the performers build the stage for Trixie? Would you have like, you know, Lady Gaga comes up with the piano and the meat outfit. Maybe Trixie has like fireworks decoration. She's got certain kind of curtains. She's got forks interwoven into them. I don't know. What else does she like? Maybe she's you know, has something in the interior of her wagon that is something very special, like a photo of her and Starlight. Or a journal. Maybe she's got a journal. Does she journal? It's always really fun to go build characters and just think on this. Oh, nice, nice. Pixel, yes. You're getting like the hang of the shape and the composition. And that's always really fun. She nomin, heck. Do it now? I am. I'm nomin, I promise. Wait, you can't force me to do this. I'm not on Twitch. So let's see if y'all have any further questions on just art, feel free to poke me on Twitter or in our Discord server. And I don't think, are they gonna take me off air? I don't know how this works. I always feel weird when I'm on air before or after I'm supposed to be, and I'm like, are they just gonna cut me off? Do they forget about me? Thank you all so much to BABSCon, by the way. Really fun people to work with. I love the theme this year, underwater. Whenever you're done, awesome. Well, I'm gonna eat this egg and stare at the stream until it ends. So I hope you all have a really wonderful night. And oh, I have a panel tomorrow with Choco Pony. Go check out my Twitter. And it'll be awesome. I'm gonna eat this egg now. Goodbye. Y'all are wonderful. This bang is excellent. Thank you all so much. Heck,